So, hello and welcome everyone. I'm Insane, and yeah, I guess Project Insane is 10 years old this year. So, the biggest thing is obviously that thank you all for the support that you have been giving me for these 10 years. I did say this in my 5 years video. I've always said it that the songs I do are first and foremost for me, but of course, if there are people who enjoy them, it makes me want to make them more, which yeah, there are still people who want to hear them, which is good, which is great. So, yeah, I hope we'll be in here for the next 5 or 10 years or however long this will last. I don't know how long it will be. It might go out this year already, I don't know, we will see. So, what has been happening? You may have noticed that I have gone quite silent for the last couple of years. It's just that I finished my school in 2014, and after that I was unemployed for about 8 months or something like that, which it was just kind of killed all of the mood to do anything music thing, and also to try to show my face in here because yeah, I was thinking something else completely at that point. Although yeah, it would have been a good time to maybe push this music stuff at that point because I really had time at that point. Yeah, after that I started at a proper work where it's a programming work. So after the 8 hours of doing that, I'm really spent. Yeah, because when I started programming, it's I mean, it might sound like yeah, it's easy, but it's actually when you do it for 8 hours and you have to really think. So when I come home, it's the last thing that I do is to think that maybe I mean how should I do a kick? It's like I don't care at that point. I just want to play a game or something. But now yeah, because now I have learned the basics of the job, so it's easier for me myself at work. So it kind of leaves some energy to the evenings. But also the fact is that it's a 9 to 5 job, so if I come home at 9, I want to eat and everything after that, it's going to be 6 or maybe even 7 at the point when I'm sitting at my computer and maybe ready to do music. So I can't really use my speakers at that point, so I'm using my headphones, and I'm wearing I'm holding my scissor at hand for some reason. So once it's 7, yeah, it's kinda limited, so it's pretty much limited to weekends at that point, but I live with it. But yeah, I still came out with some songs, which is great. And I think they actually turn out very good because even though I have put out way less if you compare to 2013, I put out many tracks, but the quality maybe varied a little. But now, after I switched from hardstyle to hardcore, and happy hardcore especially, I have managed to get a way more consistent level of quality for the songs, which is good. And the, well, it comes with a cost that yeah, I'm very slow at making tracks, so it's easy to take a month a track. But, it's fine for me. It's just that you won't be hearing as much as maybe a couple of years back. One reason also why I did become quite silent and why I didn't do much of tracks at some point was that I just simply became frustrated with hardstyle. I mean, I haven't listened to it for a year at least. Well, I'm lying actually. I did listen to the new album from Audio Freak, but that's almost just 50% of hardstyle actually. It's more of everything else. The last proper hardstyle song I did was the Turn On To Radio in 2015, but even at that point I was like, I don't really like this. Yeah, I mean that whole idea has been going on and off even in 2014, and it's a big reason is that the genre itself kind of lost the thing I liked about it in the years when I did hardstyle, which was like from 2008 until well 2013, when it was dominated by pretty great melodies and good kicks. But then at some point the melodies got forgotten, and well, you still have the kicks, but then even producing the kicks became such a huge work that and I mean, I didn't find a sort of solid way to create it, so it ended up in days and weeks and months being just wasted because kick didn't work out. So I just kind of got frustrated with that, because creating a hardcore kick, for example, is way easier. I mean, it takes time, but it's way more easy to make it sound good. Meanwhile, hard style kick it's not that hard, so you can't really distort it that much, and and you have to make it from, I guess, 4 or 5 parts even these days. So it's not something I want to do. I I mean, the thing I like most when creating a song is to create the melody and creating the main part, and then everything after that is like surrounding it. And if I'm not I'm not finding it fun to create one sound, it's like why waste time? So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably it was an easy way out to just quit it, but why waste time with it when I simply like making hardcore and happy hardcore way more. And now that I've been doing some new stuff, which we'll talk about later, yeah, I guess it's back to kick and bass for me, at least for a while. It's kind of more consistent. I like that, at least for now. We'll see. So, then after the history part, what's happening soon? Obviously, it's 10 years, so we have something special coming on, and that means that I actually have at least 3 tracks pretty much complete right now. One is practically complete, so it's going to come out maybe next week, which is going to be Hard House. Like, we go way back 10 years back to the old Hard House with all the horns and hoovers. Well, although I'm not using neither of those actually, but it will be with the same style. Then I have a French core and big room mix, and then I also have a remix of Hell March, from Command and Conquer Red Alert. It's actually from the original. I'm remixing that one. It's going to be a 155 BPM. Well, you'll see. Then there's also Insane's Guide to Hardstyle. It's actually DJ set, or even 4 pieces of them, so it's 4 hours of hardstyle from 2001 maybe until 2015. I'll be putting out a video about that. They actually have been up for maybe 3 months now, but I didn't do the video last year because I don't know why. I had it in mind, but then I just forgot it, and yeah, maybe it's good to leave it for this year. That might also mean that I will be putting more of these DJ sets out, which will be more varying with the genres, not just hardstyle anymore, but I have been thinking about maybe going back to beginning of 2000 and doing sets of those years, because that's the sort of stuff where I actually begun. And then what is what I've planned for this year and for the future, the biggest thing is that I will be, as you heard from the coming songs, I will be trying out way more different genres. I won't be sticking out with just one. I think that was a big problem for me, that I just stuck with hardstyle even though I didn't like it for a long while, which kind of started killing my passion to create these songs. So what I have in mind, and I have started are on a drawing board, are at least an 8-bit song. Then there's a synthwave song, and then also I've thought about doing a sub 100 BPM remix of a punk rock song. We'll see if that will work out. Then I have thought about, because it is 10 years, so I have been thinking about maybe remixing some of those oldest songs I have, like way back in 2007, which are bad, but if I now remix them, they might actually come out pretty good, because they have good little nuggets of goodness in them, but it's just the whole package is horrible. So we will see. But also, aside from doing remixes of the old ones, I'm also going to be releasing some of those old ones that I haven't put out because of the quality reasons, or then they have been remixes of songs, but I thought that they are maybe too short. Maybe it's just they just when I did them, they just didn't fit at that point. So like I was creating hard style at that point a lot, but then I did some hardcore, happy hardcore remixes or house remixes, which I thought didn't just fit at that point because yeah, I was trying to go for that hardstyle thing at that point, but I'm going to do some more experimental things, which I might release, which probably will be like just a minute and a half long, but they will still be like good for that length. And then if you like them, just say it in the comments and I might like complete it actually. Then obviously I will probably do some hardcore. I have one song that is in progress, but it might come as like one of those unreleased songs because it's not working out very well. Aside from that, yeah, maybe some happy hardcore, maybe gabber, stuff like that. I've also wanted to do some breakcore, but I can't promise that because that is so it just goes way above my head. And yeah, most likely no hardstyle. That is one thing that I will say right now. Although maybe don't don't take this as a literal thing, but I might do some reverse bass thing. So maybe go back to like very old style of hardstyle. I might also do some tutorials of these sounds that I do whenever I come with them at this point for the new songs. I will probably put them out as some kind of quick things of if I find out something cool that I've done, though, that I will just put it out so you will get to try it out yourselves. But yeah, I guess that was it. Again, thanks for all of you for support. I hope you will continue to support and listen to all of the stuff I will put out this year and in coming years. I'll see you soon.